Good afternoon. We're out here at Capital Combat Zone with Tri-City Extreme. Today we have a couple of KRYTACs for you. My name's Brandon.
And I'm John.
And we're going to jump right into this one. So to jump right in, we're going to start with the KRYTAC GPR CC. It's going to come in your cardboard box, as most do. Inside you've got your catalog of all the information about your weapon system, as well as the foam covering protecting everything. Once it's out of the way, you got your rifle, a high cap mag provided to you by KRYTAC, a set of polymer backup sights, an extra muzzle device in case you don't like that orange tip, and a rail segment.
Very nice.
Now these KRYTACs have a very interesting rail segment, rail system on them. They just bolt directly to the frame. It's not like your Keymod or your M-Lock rail system. So a little different design makes it a little bit easier to mount certain devices on there without having to use the rail segments themselves.
Looking nice.
I really like these. We're gonna go ahead and slide that out of the way. So to get right into it, you got the polymer body on this, but it's got a nice solid CNC aluminum rail system to it. The orange tip, obviously removable, but provided for you because, you know, laws. And you got a nice telescoping stock. This actually is wired to Dean's and has a Tamiya connector to be able to adapt to different battery types. As you can see, it fits your standard crane stock style batteries, the nunchuck styles, and has a decent amount of room for some pretty good sized batteries. We're going to be using a 7.4 LiPo on this one today, just to give you a baseline for the way this thing runs. It comes with your standard version 2 gearbox with a 30K motor. It is LiPo ready out of the box, so that is something you have to look forward to. It has your standard rotary style hop up and a functioning bolt catch to be able to do all your hop up adjustments on the field, and you can give it the slat to close her up. So this is going to be one of the ones we take out to give you some joy of seeing this thing operate. I really like the way the grip feels. I'm really liking the solidity of it. I would have liked to seen a metal body on it, but they do offer that with the CPR, which is the metal construction version of this weapon system. So overall, so far, very great. I'm liking the way it feels. It feels good in the hands and definitely gives you a lot to be customized with. So next on the chopping block is the KRYTAC LVOA. This one here is for all of you LVOA fanboys. Just like the previous GPRC, inside the box, you've got your catalog with all your information, your foam covering, your weapon system, a set of polymer backup sights, a KRYTAC mid-cap mag, which is a little different.
Yeah, 150 rounds.
150 rounds on that, really?
Yeah.
That's not terrible. And then you also get the included rail segment, because this will also have the very unique rail system that KRYTAC provides. So removing this from the box, we're going to go over a few of the cool features on it. Let me just slide that out of the way, John.
Absolutely. So much like the Warsport here as well, aside from it, full metal construction on the receiver and a beautiful LVOA rail. Honestly, I really love this rail a lot. It's a very unique style. Same mounting style for the LVOA rail as well, so simply just screw in your rail segments and then you're good. Functional bolt catch as well with a rotary hop up. Comes with a MOSFET as well, so you're going to be ready for any LiPos, especially like 11.1s. Going to be having a snappy response. And all around good construction, ambient controls for the selector. So we have a nice crane stock, plenty of battery space. By the way, this is also wired to Dean's with a Dean's Tamiya adapter if need be. And really just a fantastic gun. I love LVOAs myself. I like to play with them so much, and I can't wait to get this out in the field.
Yeah, what I'm really liking about this is just very much like my LVOA that I use personally every day. I love the way they design the ending of the rail segment. Definitely a very unique design if you can find a small enough suppressor kit to fit in there. Clean look. This one also comes with what it looks like the blade trigger as well, so it's got a nice flat trigger for responsive trigger pulls. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how this thing operates out on the field. So that being said, let's go ahead and get some mags loaded up for these, get some batteries in them, and get them out on the field and get some shots in.
All right, we're out here with the LVOA C. I have it a 7.4 LiPo with 2 O's in here. Well, let's get some test shots in. Ooh, very nice responsive trigger already, especially with that MOSFET. I like it a lot. That is very nice range too, especially with these 2.0s. The rotary hop-up does help out a lot. Let's do some full auto. I like that. That's really nice. A good, healthy auto fire. And yeah. So I gotta say, I really like the LVOA C. It's a really nice one. Brandon, how about you get out here and do some test firing?
Sweet, sounds like fun. So this is the GPR C. Let's see what she can do. Wow. With a 7.4, as fast as I can pull the trigger, it's keeping up. A little bit of binding, but I'm assuming that's because of the 7.4. I think once we throw an 11.1 in there, a lot faster trigger response. Let's kick it into some full auto and have some fun. Not bad. She screams and she shoots. Definitely not a instant trigger response because there's no ETU in it, like we said before. However, great build. I love it. I think this will be fun for most of your outdoor players. Again, wouldn't recommend it indoors though. Way too hot. You know, chronoing between 390 and 410 is definitely going to be a damper for being able to play indoors. So we're going to kick it back to the booth and go over our full thoughts. So I gotta be honest with you, the GPR-C was actually really nice. It was running a 7.4, so it's a little bit more sluggish than what I particularly like, but I know firsthand going into an 11.1, this thing will be fantastic. They are chronoing between 390 to 410, so definitely not an indoor gun by any stretch of the means. These are mid to long range engagement rifles through and through with that kind of FPS behind them. So I definitely would not recommend running these indoors unless you look at downpowering the spring considerably to meet most of your fields have a requirement of no more than like 320. So I like the contoured grip in my hand when getting into the trigger. I do wish that I had a little more stifling maybe on the side of the grip.
Yeah.
But overall, not bad. A little longer trigger pull than what I'm used to. But again, it doesn't have an ETU in it, so not a huge deal, but definitely very responsive overall. Definitely upgradable through and through with all your standard version 2 parts. So you could definitely have some fun with it one way or another. I really look forward to seeing what people do with these things.
Absolutely.
John, how was the LVOA? So John, how did you enjoy the LVOA?
I gotta say, I love this thing. The solid construction of the build is what I love most about it. The just really honest to God response of this gun is amazing. Again, we are also using a 7.4 for this one as well, so a little bit sluggish,
okay, but
not too bad. Once you get an 11.1 in there, it's going to be nothing but performance. And I just gotta say, it's fun to use a unique style gun once in a while. Like, there's always a M4 out there for anyone, for any situation. I can say that myself. I usually run a lot of different M4s myself, all different flavors. This is a much more enticing flavor for me as well. And I gotta say, I just love this kind of stuff. So let me ask you a very important question. Yes. How does it feel to hold a KRYTAC LVOA that doesn't have the world's heaviest rail on it? It feels great. Because I know personally my LVOA has one of the original LVOA rail segments on it, and that thing's heavy. This is a much lighter construction because it's CNC'd aluminum, so definitely a lot lighter than some of our predecessors to this. Do you think that people will enjoy losing that amount of weight, or do you think that people are going to expect the LVOA to have a nice, heavy, solid rail? I think it depends, but mostly I would say the average player would like a lighter gun because most people like to be out and quick, ready to go. If you're more about the realism of it, I would say that's more of a penalty for you. Yeah. But it really comes out to what you really want to do is have fun in the end, right? Yeah, that's what it's really all about. It's just having a good time. One of the only few drawbacks I've had with the LVOAs is the way they set up the barrel to the rail segment. It is more recessed. So getting those muzzle devices for this,
you definitely have to be a lot more picky with it because you don't have as much room in that end cap versus like the GPRC where you're completely exposed at the end.
Almost any option.
So they set everything back a little bit further for that appeal. I mean, that's the appeal of the LVOA anyways because of the way they designed the rail segments. So that being said, both of these guns are available on the Tri-City Extreme website and at the trailer. They're both retailing between about $450. My apologies. You can order them on the website, like I said, or you can pick them up in person down here at the field on the weekends. If you liked what you saw today, please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. If you want to see more, let us know in the comments what you want to see. You have any advice or any kind of experience with either one of these, let us know what you thought about them. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and close out the day. Thank you for standing by and staying with us here, and we'll see you on the next one.